And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. If some high mucky muck from the Society Islands way out there in the Pacific Ocean hadn't ordered himself a gorgeous red fire engine, you wouldn't be hearing this story tonight. It's laid in the famous gold camp of Columbia, California, and it's called Little Papeete. Twice in its short lifetime, the town had been completely wiped out by fire. Once in 1854 and again in 1857. It is now the year 1859. Once more, the town is built up. Men are working and men are eating.
I remember the day I arrived here from Connecticut. The town was still smoking like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Well, I don't know why you're likening it to them two cities, Miss Pellet.
You would if you'd read your Bible, because they were sinks of iniquity just like this town, and they were destroyed by a rain of brimstone.
Columbia's no sink. It wasn't destroyed by a rain of brimstone. It was a spark from Old Man Edward's pipe falling on a pile of shavings. Isn't that right, John?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Old Man Edward started it with his pipe.
I didn't notice you in church this morning either, Mr. Haskell.
Well, I had a late night of it at the arena last night, watching the fight.
What fight?
Big grizzly bear and a 2-year-old bull.
How terrible.
No, it was pretty good. I had my money on the bull, but Philo here, he was betting... Ow!
Oh, you've got to be careful of those chairs, boy. I'm always running splinters in myself, too. Peach cobbler. Nobody makes peach cobbler like you, Miss Pellet.
A fight between a bull and a bear. I think it's positively heathenish. And you pretend Columbia's no sink of iniquity.
Man has to have some diversion.
A town that has 30 saloons, 4 breweries, and 143 faro games.
Layout is the term. Faro layout. Now, if I had a wife and a home...
You'd better reform first.
You mean if I will,
We've been all over that before, Mr. Clark.
Oh, but women do change their minds sometimes.
I have no intention of marrying. I might be leaving Columbia pretty soon anyway.
You're moving away? Where to?
Sonora, maybe.
Sonora? Why, Sonora isn't half as rich as Columbia, nor half as big.
Size and wealth aren't everything, Mr. Clark. There are the finer things of life. Just as a matter of zoological interest, who won, the bull or the bear?
Hello, Judge.
Well, good day, Philo.
On official business, I see, huh?
Conflagration! Conflagration!
Conflagration, heck, it's a fire.
Fire!
Now, don't get excited. That's right. Scatter those flames and stamp those boxes out.
Gangway! Gangway!
Is that a pail of beer, Tom?
Sure is, Judge.
Oh, it's all right, Miss Pellet. We've got it under control.
That was a close one.
What were you trying to do, Kitty? Burn up the town again?
Oh, thank you for coming to my rescue. I hope you didn't burn yourself, Mr. Clark.
Only my coat.
I've got some baking soda and bandages and...
What I need is a good stiff drink to get the smoke out of my throat.
There's plenty more beer where this came from. On the house. Splendid, splendid. I, too, feel somewhat dry from the exertion.
Twice now this town's been wiped out by fire. We can't run the risk of its happening again.
That's right.
You're absolutely right.
Then what we need is a fire engine.
No more of your fiddling bucket brigades.
You're right, boy.
This town rates a real fire engine.
Columbia, the gem of the mother lode. I don't care what she said.
But a fire engine will cost a lot of money.
Well, we'll raise it. I'll start the ball rolling with $100.
Here's 50.
Here's another 100.
How about you, Judge?
Well, I'd like nothing better than to contribute, but unfortunately, I'm not a man of means.
And you can donate your services. Digging cisterns.
Cisterns? Digging? Me?
We'll need a lot of water for our engine.
This time we'll put you to hard labor, Judge.
But you haven't got your fire engine yet. You'll have to order it from back east. Why? Take at least a year.
Might be something in San Francisco. If anyone had the time to go up there.
Well, I'll go.
Good. Yeah.
I'll be only too glad of an excuse to get away from here for a while. I'll take your stage out today.
That out of boy, Philo.
We're counting on you, Philo.
I'll do my best, boy.
Bye. Bye. Bon voyage.
Take care of the money.
You bet I will.
Is Mr. Clark going away?
Mm-hmm. Going to San Francisco.
He must have decided very suddenly. I was talking to him only this noon. He's not leaving for good.
Could be.
But
Miss Pellet.
Oh, hello, Judge.
May I have the pleasure of escorting you to the evensong service? Miss Pellet.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Judge?
I requested the pleasure of escorting you to the evensong service.
I'll go with you, Judge.
All the way to San Francisco, first by stagecoach, then by riverboat, Philo guarded the precious money. In San Francisco, he sought out the city fire chief.
We have just what you're looking for. One of the neatest, trimmest, prettiest little fire engines that ever threw water.
New?
Well, practically new.
How come you want to get rid of her?
Well, the fact is, she don't really belong to us. This engine was built back east and shipped around the Horn for the king or some high potentate in Tahiti.
Tahiti?
One of the society islands out in the Pacific Ocean. It was consigned to the city of Papeete. That's what she's called, Little Papeete.
See, well, how come she got sidetracked here?
Nobody seems to know, but she's been sitting on the dock for quite some time now. The shippers want to get rid of her, so if you folks want her...
Sold to the town of Columbia.
Good, come right on.
A mining camp is no place for a lady unprotected.
if she's a lady, she is protected.
Yes, but what I mean is that...
Philo. Mr. Clark.
Oh, hello, Miss Pellet.
You've been away.
San Francisco.
Business?
Well, now it turned out to be pure pleasure.
You bring any pictures of her, Philo?
No, but she'll be coming down before long. You can see her for yourself.
Who is she?
Little Papeete.
Miss Pellet, I'm still waiting for my coffee.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. He said she was supposed to go to the king of Tahiti.
She must be a beauty if the king wanted her.
Wonderful color, I understand.
Brilliant. But it isn't just her color. It's her lines.
Graceful, eh?
Like a swan.
I trust she knows how to cook. This lady whose charms you were just describing, Miss Papeete. Or wasn't that the name?
Oh, that's the name. But she's no lady.
I might have guessed from what you said about her high color, it must be paint.
Sure. Sure it's paint. Bright red.
Oh, don't look shocked, Miss Pellet. Papeete's a fire engine.
A fire engine?
Didn't I tell you that Columbia was the up-and-comingest camp in California?
It must have cost a fortune.
We all chipped in.
Well, Philo here gave $100.
Mr. Clark, you throw your money around like that and you'll...
Why not? There's nothing else I have to save it for. I can't think of anything I'd rather spend it on than little Papeete. Oh, she's a sweetheart.
They were good showmen, those men in early Columbia. They sneaked Papeete into town one night unannounced, hustled her into her new quarters, and kept her there behind locked doors until the day when the public was to have its first glimpse of her in all her glory. A general holiday was declared.
Miss Pellet. Well, nice to have you join us.
Oh, I'm so excited I could swoon. How come you're not marching?
Oh, it's only the boys in the engine company.
And you don't belong? The membership is limited. Oh.
Well, personally, I'd rather be standing here beside you, dear lady, than pushing a fire engine up the street.
Citizens of Columbia, and those not so lucky, it is my proud privilege and pleasure to unveil to public gaze Columbia's first modern piece of firefighting apparatus. And here it is, little Papeete.
Don't they look handsome? Oh, there's your husband, Mrs. Brady.
Hello, Matthew.
Oh, yoo-hoo, John! Philo?
Well,
Company, march. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to demonstrate that little Papeete is not only a thing of beauty, but an object of practical and vital use that can throw a stream of water equal in volume to 1,000 men with buckets. Company, turn to.
Oh, aren't they efficient? Look how fast they're working.
All right, start landing.
Maybe the valve isn't open.
you'll die of dyspepsia, Father. You boat your food like that.
Oh.
Seems like we never get a chance to talk together anymore.
Oh, I've been busy. I got a lot in my mind.
Nothing troubling you, is there?
Well, I suppose I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Why not?
It's almost too much to expect that nobody like me.
You know what the poet said. Faint heart never won.
I'd be the happiest man in the world. I wouldn't ask for another thing as long as I lived. If only I could be elected chief of the Columbia Fire Department. Well, I've got to get going.
But you haven't had your dessert yet. I made peach cobbler especially for you.
Can't wait. Engine company meets at 7.
Again? But you had one only night before last.
Oh, that was business. This is social.
Oh, will there be ladies present?
Funny little Papeete, bless her.
The way you men carry on about that fool engine, like a bunch of boys with a new toy.
Papeete is no toy, I assure you, Miss Pellet. Papeete is the latest in firefighting apparatus. Why, Papeete...
Papeete, I'm sick of the name. It's all I've heard for weeks and months. You can't talk about anything else or think about anything else. Why, you can't even sit down and eat a decent meal anymore because you're so anxious to get back to that fool engine and polish her brass and stroke her paint and admire her shape.
That's twice now you call Papeete fool, and I won't stand for it. I put up with your criticisms of me and my friends. I've heard you disapprove of everything in the town of Columbia, but when you start throwing insults at Papeete, by golly, that's going too far.
I can't help it.
Then go live in Sonora, where they don't have a Papeete, where they have to depend on an old-fashioned bucket brigade. Go on, live in a town that burns down regular. See how you like it. And what's more, you needn't make peach cobbler for me anymore because I'm not coming back. I'm taking my meals across the street at Mrs. Hoyle's. Wife of Fireman Hoyle.
Philo, you can't. Her cooking isn't clean. I didn't mean what I said just now. I just sort of flared up and...
Where's he going in such a hurry?
Oh, another meeting of the engine company.
The way those men carry on about that fire engine like a bunch of kids with a new toy.
She's not a toy. Repeat is the last word in firefighting apparatus.
Well, she'll be able to extinguish fires.
Will be. She's already put out one to the very last spark. Why didn't she go out to Tahiti like she was supposed to? But do her work among the heathen.
One keg of beer enough for 20 men?
Well, there's more coming up.
Good.
Can't I go with you?
No, this is a practice run.
But you're gonna have a beer party.
Stag.
Off, men! See how easy she is to handle leaving uphill. That's our baby, huh?
Oh, they've taken her out in a practice run.
Why does everyone call that engine she?
And then they're celebrating with a beer party up in the Grove.
And if I know those men, they won't be home till way after dark. So you're wasting your time around here, Kitty.
Oh. I got nothing else to do.
Mrs. Brady, how can you put up with having your husband spend so much time with a fire engine?
My dear, I've been married 20 years, and I'm thankful it's only a fire engine.
As I was walking down the street,
away. Philo tried to stop her, grabbed hold of a rope. Philo. She ran right over him. Oh, no, no. But he hung on, was dragged clear down the hill. How badly was he hurt? I don't know. They had to carry him back to town. Where are the men?
In there with Philo.
How is he?
What? I really don't know.
Mr. Brady, is he? Will he live?
We just held a kind of ceremony over him. Elected him chief of the engine company.
Oh, Mr. Brady.
Nobody more deserving of it. Risked his life to save little Papeete.
All right, boys, pack her in. Now, don't cry, Miss Pellet.
There was only something I could do.
Oh, but there's nothing you can do. Everything's going to be all right. Philo will be all right. And as for little Papeete, she hasn't a scratch on her.
There must be something. There must be. We'll need the best quality white satin and real gold and silver thread.
Well, I used to be a seamstress. I'll be glad to help with some of the plain sewing.
Thank you, Mrs. Brady. And I'll help with the embroidery. Splendid. We'll get started right away and have it finished in no time.
8 days' labor, that's what you're down for.
But you've got no right.
Why, everybody's doing their bit for the fire department, Judge. Even the ladies are contributing.
Contributing what?
Well, we don't know yet. It's a surprise to be presented at the engine house this coming Saturday.
And so, gentlemen of the fire department, I have been chosen to present you with this as a slight token of the esteem and admiration of the ladies of Columbia, the work of their hands and their hearts.
Presented to the Columbia Engine Company by the ladies of Columbia, February the 22nd, 1861.
Champagne for everybody!
Here.
Oh, thanks. Susan, what are you doing here?
She should have made the presentation. It was all her idea. She designed the banner and ordered the stuff and did a lot of the embroidery. Just the word Columbia. Oh, Johnny!
I once said if they made me fire chief, I'd never ask for anything else. Well, I'm going to, right here and now.
No, Father, you mustn't.
Susan, will you marry me?
I can't.
I love you,
You wouldn't if you knew.
and you love me.
Please, Fido, listen. There's something I must tell you. I've done a perfectly terrible thing. If you'd been killed when Papeete ran away, it would have been my fault.
Susan,
Papeete didn't get away by accident. I pushed the stone out from under her. I wanted her to be smashed to pieces. I hated her so. I should have been the one to have been killed. I wish I had. Well, anyway, now you know. I wanted to tell you before I left for Sonora.
you're not going to Sonora.
I couldn't stay here and face everyone after this.
No one else will ever know. A husband and wife should have some secrets together.
Philo
To you and me.
and little Papeete.
This picture you've just seen was made right in the old gold camp of Columbia, with little Papeete playing her own part. The banner presented by the ladies back in 1861 is still on exhibit there in the museum, but it's not for sale. A famous Hollywood star offered $2,500 for it a few years ago and was turned down flat.